through the motions of taking seriously with, I mean, if this was obviously a serious situation your grandfather was looking at, did the school consider like sending her to the hospital or something?
Not that I know. Students in, this is a quote, students in public schools do not shed their constitutional right to freedom or speech or expression at the schoolhouse gate. This quote was garnered from the Tinkerverse Des Moines Cape Independent School District. Explains that the need for people to understand that this case is no different than if it had happened to adults in different surroundings. In 1984, the Stanton vs. Brunswick School Department case dealt with a senior in high school writing the following quote next to her picture in a school yearbook. The executioner will pull this lever 4 times, each time 2,000 volts will course through your body, making your eyeballs first bulge and then burst and then run on your brain. The Supreme Court ruled that the school could not refuse to publish her quote. Brunswick School, however, had allowed the school yearbook to express the personal views of the students for many years in the past, which is one of the reasons why they can't censor it after allowing so much freedom. Besides in with the Hazelwood case, the principal had set down a few guidelines for the newspaper, including that it wouldn't disrupt the classrooms or change or damage being done to the school. If in this Stanton case, it is already decided that one may not change or alter the previous decisions, then there is really no point in even trying to change that in more recent case.
You tell me who had the power to censor the newspaper, the teacher, the principal, when the school set down the back on?
It was the editor of the newspaper, but then they had to go by the principal. So the principal had the final say. But he had said that as long as it did not disrupt the classroom, there weren't no guidelines.
Did Principal Reynolds always act in local parents' rights?
See, this had never happened before. That's why it shouldn't happen again. It shouldn't happen this time because they had never deleted any of the articles in the newspaper. They had never censored anything like this before. So, and this article was the first one of his kind. And he had allowed so much freedom of the newspaper that just this day, when he deleted this, he couldn't call it unconstitutional.
Did the teacher of the journal in the class want the articles that edited?
No.
Yes, because he sent it off to the principal.
He did not want them edited. He thought they were appropriate. The First Amendment was directed to all citizens of the United States, not just a certain age group. And this amendment guarantees the freedom of speech and freedom of press. High school students have the same right as all citizens older than them. Deleting the article, the principal violated the 14th Amendment, saying that states cannot take away the rights given to students by the First Amendment. When the school officials took out the articles, they did the same very
That says the state cannot take away the First Amendment, but does that mean that the school can't?
Well, public schools are run by the state. They're funded by the state, so the state.
So the school always acted, always obeyed the Constitution?
They should
They
have to.
hurt the state's constitution.
So local forensics didn't take effect. If forensics, the local forensics didn't take effect in the school system.
He's acting as including parents.
Acting as a student's parents instead of following the Constitution.
Well, when they edited out the articles, they were because they said it was inappropriate for the students, but they should not have to do it.
Who decides what's appropriate for younger students?
It's not the principal, that should be the parent.
Or mostly the students themselves. Because if the parents had to say, well, I'm sure the kids thought of their parents when they were writing these articles, but they couldn't, to get their feelings out, they can't protect their parents fully.
They obviously did not want to hurt their parents intentionally.
But in the Fourth Amendment, it says that the right of the people was secure in person's houses or the newspapers and effect. That they couldn't print anything. So the rights of people were secure, so they couldn't say anything bad about people. Like, do you think that the paper violated that right?
No, because there was nothing bad, there was nothing directly towards the boyfriends or the parents. It was just a student's opinion. I'm sure in other newspapers, opinions have been, might have, like, embarrassed or taken away someone's rights, but they didn't intentionally do that.
The principal should not have the right to censor a school newspaper written by a journalism professor. First of all, he'd been breaking the promise to the students. And second, he violated the First Amendment prohibition against censorship.
What promise would he be breaking?
In the beginning, he made a promise to the class, the journalism 2 class, because he set a guideline, a rule guideline, which was he wouldn't censor anything if it didn't disrupt the classroom. And this certainly didn't disrupt anything in school.
Was an allowance of the newspaper to allow people to express their own emotions and feelings?
Yes, people had done this before. Opinions had been put in the newspaper before.
This journalism class was just to teach how to write a newspaper, but it was not a school newspaper.
It was
just teaching how to write a paper.
It was more like teaching journalism, which should deal with freedom of the press, because if they're going to learn journalism, they should know.
But wasn't it a school newspaper?
Yes, yes, because they handed it out to the school.
So the school rules, did the school rules have anything to do? Did the journalism class make any separate rules besides the school rules?
There were specific set rules for the journalism class.
Yeah.
Principals set down.
Did the rules which the school set out, the general rules for the school also apply on top of the general specific rules?
No, he had made a specific guidance for it.
You said this wouldn't invade the classroom and disrupt the classroom, but wouldn't it cause discomfort among the people involved in the article?
It didn't appear to be at the time. There was no disruption.
But it wasn't printed yet, was it?
But you can tell, I mean, obviously if they saw this girl walking down the hall, they were pregnant.
That's right, it wasn't printed yet, so how did the principal know that it was going to disrupt the classroom? He didn't know.
Because if everybody knew who the boyfriends were, maybe somebody didn't know who the boyfriends were. If they knew after they read the paper, that could cause them,
It was also the boyfriend's fault what happened, so this girl, they were angry, so that should be able to express their feelings.
You said it was going to be distributed to the community.
School.
Do you feel that the community, it could cause a uproar in the community if it wasn't distributed to the community? It wasn't distributed.
Right, it wasn't distributed to the community. I'm sure if parents read this, they could discuss it with other parents, but it couldn't really,
It's not any, I mean, it doesn't have to do with political figures in the community, so it wouldn't cause that much disruption because things like this.
The previous statement that you just said about it was the boyfriend's fault, what made it the boyfriend's fault?
No, not necessarily the boyfriend's fault, but they were part of it, so they obviously, the girls, if they were angry, could just express their opinions against it.
Petitioner, you may proceed.
Well, first, public schools are allowed to censor all materials in the state. They could have